that you're all doing well. In this video, I am going to be reading your assumptions about me. This is a tag that has been going around YouTube lately, and it's slowly starting to trickle its way into the ASMR community. I love ASMR videos that are also like regular YouTube videos too, just ASMR style, if that makes sense. I find them really entertaining but relaxing as well, so I'm really excited to do this video. So I'm just going to be reading on my phone. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I think you should. I'm starting to utilize my Instagram stories more, or trying to, at least. My Instagram is private, but I do that for a reason, but I accept everyone, so you don't have to worry about that, and I check it pretty regularly. So sorry, my eyes tearing. I check it pretty regularly, so I accept everybody fairly quickly. So anyway, I took a whole bunch of screenshots of them here, minus that one that's a thumbnail for the last video you saw. But I'm just gonna go through them. I will pop them up on the screen, that way I don't have to worry about, pronouncing somebody's name wrong or something. You'll just see it. There were a lot of them. There were a couple of repeats. So I just screenshotted. I think I have like in between 40 or 50 of them. So I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours, but there were just a lot of them, and I just kind of screenshotted randomly. So, but a lot of them were repeats. So, without further ado, let us read. Okay, so the first assumption is you're introverted. I would say that's true to an extent. I used to be painfully shy when I was younger, like to the point where I was afraid of my own uncle, and I like refused to talk to him when I was younger, and I would just hide behind my mom. I'm definitely not that shy anymore, but I don't always feel the need to go and talk to everyone. I like to keep to myself sometimes, but I have no problem talking to someone that I'm just meeting, or like a friend of a friend. If I go out with a group of people and a bunch of them I've never met before, that's totally fine with me. Like, I have no problem with that. I'm friendly. I can just be more on the quiet side at first. This one is pretty spot on, actually. It takes a long time to earn your trust, and it can be lost with one mistake. Yeah, trust is something that I value a lot, with, family, friends, relationships, like everybody. And I am the type of person where if it is broken once, I will be terrified with that same person if they would do it again. So forgiveness isn't my problem. I forgive people too easily, I think, sometimes. So forgiveness isn't the problem, but it's more like forgetting that's harder for me. So yeah, I try not to betray other people's trust, because I try to treat people like I want them to treat me. As cheesy as that sounds, but like, it's true. Okay. The next one says, you have been through a lot in life, and that's why you are a Christian woman. I wouldn't say I've been through a lot. No. Technically, at least the way my life is gone, I'm a Christian because I was raised going to church. I went to Catholic church until I was in like second grade, and then we went a while without going to church, and then we started going to Christian churches when I was in middle school, and then I never left. So I wouldn't say that I've been through a lot. There have been a couple of small things, whether like when I was getting ready to like graduate high school and figure out what I was gonna do with my life, I would pray for direction and like guidance and comfort and all that. And like, you know, losing friends and losing relationships, but I wouldn't say that I've been through anything big. Like, I'm well aware that I am blessed and like I have a good life, thank God, and I know not everybody is that lucky, and I'm aware of that. But to be honest, no, I don't think that's why I'm a Christian or that I've been through a lot. But yeah, I don't know if that made sense, but you get me. The next one says you are germaphobe. I'm really not. That stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, everything we touch is gross. Like, it's just, there's no way to, you know, I mean, if I cough or something, I'll use hand sanitizer, but that's more for like the health of everyone around me, not really myself, if that makes sense. So no, I'm not like crazy like that. I know people that are though. I assume you're a loving person and God-fearing by watching your ASMR vids. Keep pushing. I would say that's true. That one's pretty self-explanatory. That you love ghost/supernatural documentaries. I'm not really big on documentaries too much, to be very honest with you. Sometimes they bore me. And I try not to watch too much of that, like, ghost supernatural stuff, because that stuff kind of like, especially the scary stuff, it like freaks me out a little, and it like stays with me. I don't know how to explain it, but like I'll keep thinking about it, and sometimes it kind of like disturbs me and I don't like it. I did used to watch the show Supernatural because that was interesting and I liked the actors, but I just never finished it. But I did like it. But as far as the documentaries, not really. You only listen to country/Christian music. No, that's not true. Country is what I listen to the most. Like, I was just listening to country when I was getting ready and setting up my stuff, and that's what I listen to majority of the time in the car. But no, I listen to pop. I listen to throwbacks. I listen to a whole bunch of things. Christian music I listen to occasionally, more so at church or like in the car, but I don't really listen to it at home. Sometimes, but I would say out of all of them, country would probably be the most frequently played. This one made me laugh when I read it. I assume that you clap your hands after the airplane lands. I have never done that, and I feel bad. But if I'm being 100% honest, I always kind of like roll my eyes when people do that. I've only experienced that like 2 or 3 times, and it's usually like when the weather is bad or if like there's a lot of turbulence and we land safely. So people clap. So like I get it, but no, I've never done it. I think my mom has. But the next one is you're super tall. Not really. I'm 5'6", which I think is average for a woman. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I am 5'6". I don't know what that is in other measurements, but yeah. The next one is you are a serial dater, in parentheses, rarely single. That's funny. Actually, everyone who like knows me knows that that's like the opposite of me. I don't like, at this point in my life, like I don't like that. I'm over that. I'm not into the casual dating. I'm not into the talking to multiple people at once. I've never really been into that, but like I have done it when I was younger. But no, now I don't do that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not looking for that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, I'm not judging people that do that, because I know that's what majority of people do today. But I'm not into that. I like just one person. Oh, and as far as rarely single, I've been single for like 3 years. Like I've had things in the past 3 years, but like I've never actually been in like a relationship. So I've technically been single for over 3 years. I think going on 4. So yeah. always cracking really bad dad jokes and puns, and I'm always laughing and smiling, I feel like. But maybe when you first meet me, it'll take you a little bit to kind of see that. And yeah, a lot of people like at work, when like they first, like when they didn't know me as well, they feel like you're so quiet, you're so like shy, and that's scary because sometimes that can make you seem very like standoffish and snobby. So I try to be conscious of that. But I would say that is pretty accurate. The next one says that I don't want a boyfriend. See, this one is kind of a complicated one because I feel like I'm very busy right now. Like, I go to work, I come home, I film videos. Like last night, for example, I went to work, I came home at midnight, I filmed a video, I went to bed, I woke up, I showered, I'm filming a video, and then I have to leave for work in like a half an hour or so. And filming and work takes up the majority of my time. I'm not complaining because I love it. But yeah, I feel like I'm very busy right now. But at the same time, I will also never say that I don't want one. I'm just not the type of person that really goes out and looks for it or feels like I have to be in a relationship, obviously, as I've been single for a long time. But if I met someone who, I clicked with and who I really liked, of course I would be open to it. So I'm kind of just, seeing what happens, but honestly, I'm young and I'm not really worried about it. The next one says, I assume that the next video you put out is going to be fire. The next one says, you're sensitive. I'm always very careful when it comes to the word sensitive because I have been called that by people in a bad way. Like, I had someone that I dated, I had a boyfriend years and years ago, who, he and I were on very different levels sometimes, and he would do things that I really didn't like. At the end of the day, we had no business being together, but that's another story. But he would do things that I didn't like, and I would get upset, and he would always say, you're so sensitive, and he would talk to his mom about it, and he would also tell me, my mom says you're so sensitive, and it would piss me off, because I was like, what do you mean I'm sensitive? That's just, how I am, that's what I feel, you can't get mad at someone for feeling the way that they feel, in my opinion. So I don't like to say that I'm sensitive or like call other people sensitive, but I will say that I do feel, and I feel hard, and yeah. Okay. The next one says, you like the beach and also like hiking. I'll be honest with you, I don't really like hiking. I've done it a couple times, and I was not a fan. I mean, getting up to the top, if you're going like up, is really fun and it's worth it because it's usually a really nice view, but I can't say I'm really in a rush to do it again. I do like the beach, however, I love falling asleep on the beach. That's one of my favorite things. The next assumption is that I am not the oldest sibling. I actually am. I have a half-sister. She is 12, so we're 10 years apart. And she is my dad's daughter with his second wife, so she and I have never lived together, but I see her often when I go see my dad and my dad's side of the family. So I was an only child for a long time, and then I became the oldest sibling, technically. The next assumption is, this was one of my favorite ones. I assume you don't fall in love easily, keeping that heart as safe as possible. I'd say it's pretty accurate. I mean, I don't really have to explain that one too much given everything that we've just talked about, but yeah, I think I have only really been in love once. There were times where I thought that I was, but I was not. Yeah, I've been in love once, and it didn't end very well. And so I feel like, back to the trust thing, I may have a few trust issues. But I think that's a good thing. I think that giving your heart to people all the time, just like giving it out, is sometimes not very good. So the next one is from Anna ASMR. I love her channel. She says, I assume that you don't care what people think about you. I would say that is true to an extent. I wish I could say it was 100% true, but I am human, and so I do often think sometimes, more so at work, just because I feel like I work with these people all the time, and you know, you kind of want that like approval from the people you work with. That I do sometimes think about like what they're thinking of me, or like how I come across. But as far as like talking about things that I like or things that I'm into or whatever, that I don't really care so much about. So the next one is, you're actually very impatient and get mad really fast. I don't think I get, oh, my neighbor's leaving, I hope she doesn't make too much noise. I don't think I get mad very fast. I can be sort of impatient. It depends on the situation, but I don't get mad, I just get annoyed. And then I have a really like stank face, but I'm working on it. The next one is, you're very social. We kind of talked about that. As I get older, I am more social and I have no problem talking to people. But I wouldn't say I am the biggest social butterfly in the world. The next one is that I am related to Mandy Moore. Cheese twinning. People comment that on my videos all the time. For years I've seen those comments on my channel. I don't really see it too much, but maybe a little. I don't know, like I can kind of see where you guys are coming from, but I don't really think I look that much like her. Miranda Cosgrove, I can see that a little bit. iCarly, I can see that because I've seen pictures of her on Instagram and I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like me. But no, I'm not related to Mandy Moore. I wish I was. Next one is, you want to have kids. I do. Ideally, I would want 2 or 3. But I guess you can't really 100% plan those things. But like, if I could pick, I would probably have 3. The next one is, you don't feel comfortable doing role plays. We all know that's true. But I will say, I've been thinking about this, and if and when the day comes where we hit 100,000, which would be super cool, we're a little way off, but if and when the day comes, I would probably do like a makeup role play or something to celebrate. I would make myself do it because I know you guys like them. We did that one. Okay, skip that one. The next one is, your life is really put together. I mean, it depends on what you mean by put together. I think I have a very good life and I'm very happy with the way things are going right now. My job, my family, my friends, YouTube, all of that. However, I know I'm not where I'm gonna end up. Like, for example, I'm still working a freelance job, so one day I will hopefully be full-time. I haven't moved out of the house yet. I'm in no rush to do that, trust me, and I'm blessed that I don't have to do that. But so I don't know if I would say it's so put together, but it's good. The next one is that I am quite a party girl. No, I wouldn't say that's true. I mean, when I was in college, I did go out. I went to our local bars and I went to parties and things like that, but I'm not like your typical party girl that's like standing on tables and screaming and, you know, drunk out of her mind. That's never really been me, I don't think. And now I don't really go to parties. I just kind of go to, you know, bars, and it's more like chill, I feel like, after college. The same person assumes that I am very likable and popular. I hope I'm likable. I don't know if that's true. I think it's true. I think people like me. Popular, I don't really know what that would mean. Like, after school, like after you graduate, I don't really think there is such a thing as popular. But I hope I'm likable. Eric Flores 91 said, oh, I don't know why I said the name. I haven't been saying the names. Anyway, this staying home rather than going out. That depends on the day, honestly. There are some Friday nights where I get out of work late and I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm going home. Like today's Friday, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come home. But like Saturday, I'm like, oh, it's Saturday, I have nothing to do. I'm young, and I text my friends, let's go out. You know, so it just depends on my mood. But I am much more comfortable staying home now than I was when I was in college. When I was in college, I was like, I need to be out all the time. And now I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. This one says, you have a perfect life. There's no such thing as a perfect life, I don't think. My life is definitely not perfect, but it's great though. This one says, you dip your mayo, or you dip your pizza in mayo. I can't say I've ever done that. Not a big fan of mayo, to be very honest. Do people do that? I don't know. The next one is, you're bi. That's not true. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm definitely not. I like men. The next one says, you have a hot temper. I don't have a hot temper where like I get mad really easily, but when I do get mad at people, I've been told that I'm pretty scary because my face gets very scary and my voice can be very loud and intimidating, believe it or not. So I wouldn't say I have like a hot temper, but apparently I'm scary when I get mad. Okay, the next assumption says, hi, I assume you're very happy. I am happy. Yes, thank you. The next one says that I'm 20 years old. I'm actually 22. I will be 23 in July. The next one says that I'm a workaholic. I wouldn't say that's true. I do work a lot, like I was saying before, between work and YouTube. But I don't think I would say I'm a workaholic, no. The next one says that I have a big social circle, i.e. lots of friends. I do, and I don't. Like, I have multiple different circles. I have like my church group of friends, I have my high school group of friends, I have my college group of friends, and I have brought them all together a couple of times. I get parties at my house and stuff where everybody's there, and that's cool. So I guess I have one that's bigger than others, but I wouldn't say, oh, I have all these friends. You know, I have 5 main best friends that I talk to. 3 of them I talk to every day in a group chat, and the other 2 I talk to almost every day in another group chat. So like my main ones I talk to, but like my high school friends, even though we don't talk every day, like those are still my girls, you know what I mean? So there are a good amount of them, and I'm very happy with my friends. The next one is that I'm fluent in Spanish. I am far from fluent in Spanish. I know how to like pronounce the words. I don't know how to like conjugate things, or I studied it in college, but I've forgotten. My family's fluent, but no one ever taught me. My cousins, and I'm still salty about it. The next one says that I'm not into nerdy stuff. I don't really know what that means, because I feel like you can like be nerdy and like geek out about a bunch of different things. So I feel like that could be true, but I'm not sure. The next one says that I like pineapples on my pizza. I have never tried that, and I can't see myself liking it very much just because they taste like completely different things. I don't know how I would feel about that, but I know some people really do like it. So the next one says that I am independent. I would say that is like super true. Well, I still have my family, so like I'm not always completely alone, but like during the day, in the mornings at home, and I'm like when I get up and I get ready for work and stuff, I'm alone, and like I have no problem doing like going out, like go to the mall on my own, or like go here on my own. I don't have a problem doing that. And I think if and when at this point the day comes where I do enter into a relationship, that's going to be a big switch for me, because I am used to doing things on my own and like kind I keep in the back of my mind. The next one is this person assumes that we have the same birthday. If your birthday is July 16th, then you were right. Okay, we have two more. Next one is that I had good grades in school. I did have pretty good grades in school. In middle school and in high school, I was on the honor rolls and all that. I was in the junior honor society in middle school and the national honor society in high school. In college, I was on the dean's list, so I always tried to have really good grades, yeah. Unless it was science. Science and I didn't get along very well. And last but not least, you were the quiet girl in high school, close with all your friends. Honestly, I feel like I got quieter in college, which I feel like isn't like the norm. But I feel like I had a happy medium in high school. I wasn't overly quiet. Like I was on the dance team. I was part of the dance program, so like I danced in front of the school all the time, and I was friends with quite a lot of people. But I wasn't like the most outgoing either. I mean, I feel like I've spoken about that a couple times in this video already. I think I was alright. I don't know. So anyway, that will be it